Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive. It is Friday, February 6, 2026, and we are, right on the eve of the Six Nations opener, England versus Wales at Twickenham. And while the hype is always there, this one feels, a bit different. It's the first real test of this news cycle, and Steve Borthwick has just thrown us a massive curveball.
It feels heavy, doesn't it? I mean, Borthwick knows that the grace period, that's over. He needs performance now.
Exactly.
And that curveball you mentioned, it forces a whole tactical rethink less than 24 hours before kickoff.
Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to unpack that breaking news, the injury blow that really shook up the starting 15. But we're also going to look at what I think is the real story here, which is this bomb squad style strategy on the bench. So before we get into all of that, if you want to stay ahead of every single tackle, try and tactical shift this tournament, please subscribe to Rugby Obsession right now. You won't want to miss what we've got coming up.
Yeah, hit that button because things are moving very, very fast. So, okay, the headline news. Immanuel Feyi-Waboso, the Exeter Chiefs winger, is officially out of tomorrow's test.
And when you read the report from assistant coach Richard Wigglesworth, it just sounds like the cruelest kind of timing.
It really does.
Wigglesworth said Manny literally pulled up at the very end of the session. We're talking the final 60 seconds of training. That is just gut-wrenching.
Oh, it is. But, if we look at Feyi-Waboso as a player, he is incredibly resilient. Remember, he had that shoulder issue back in December 2024.
Yeah, that cost him the Allianz tour.
Exactly. A massive career-defining setback. And yet, he bounced back to play all 4 of the Autumn Nations Series tests. The good news here, the silver lining, is that if recovery goes to plan, he should be fit for round 2 against Scotland.
So it's a short-term loss, hopefully. But this does bring Tom Roebuck into the starting lineup. And this isn't just a name swap. This changes the whole shape of the back three.
It really does.
You've now got Roebuck coming in alongside Freddie Steward at 15 and Henry Arundell at 11.
And that's a fascinating clash of styles now, isn't it? We all know Steward brings that complete aerial dominance, and Arundell is just pure raw speed.
Right.
But Roebuck, he brings a different level of work rate, a real physicality to that edge defense. It makes the back three more robust, which honestly might be a blessing in disguise against a Welsh side that just loves to drag you into a dogfight.
Then you look inside them, you've got Tommy Freeman and Fraser Dingwall in the centers, and the halfback pairing of George Ford and Alex Mitchell. It feels like a lineup built for control, at least for the first hour.
That's the key phrase, the first hour. Forward at 10, that signals a very structured territory-based game. But the pack, Jamie George captaining from hooker, Ben Earl at 8, with Underhill and Guy Pepper on the flanks. It's dynamic, for sure,
Right.
But the real tactical weapon is sitting on that bench.
This is where it gets really interesting for me, the bomb squad effect.
Yeah.
You've got Maro Itoje, Tom Curry, and Marcus Smith all on the bench. I mean, bringing Marcus Smith on for George Ford isn't just a substitution, it's a complete philosophical change.
It's a total gear shift. It's brilliant, really. You play 60 minutes of structured, suffocating rugby with Ford. You grind that Welsh defense down. Then, when their legs are heavy and their lungs are burning, you unleash Smith and Curry.
You go from structure to organized chaos.
Exactly. It's a 1-2 punch designed to just blow the game wide open in that final quarter.
That is a terrifying prospect for a tired defense.
Oh!
Look, before we get into the other factors, just a quick reminder. If you're enjoying this tactical breakdown, please subscribe to Rugby Obsession. We'd love to have you along for the whole tournament.
Okay, so we do have to talk about the officiating. The game kicks off tomorrow, 16:40 GMT, and it's Pierre Brousset with the whistle.
And, well, given how Brousset refs, that back row of Earl and Underhill better be disciplined. If they get lazy rolling away at the ruck, he will blow them off the park.
Discipline is completely non-negotiable, especially after what we saw yesterday. This match doesn't exist in a vacuum,
Right. France has already taken Ireland apart in what some sources are calling a first-half masterclass.
They looked incredible.
That result puts massive pressure on England now. A scrappy win might not be enough for the critics when France is setting that kind of standard. So I want to throw this out to you, the listener. With Feyi-Waboso out and Roebuck in, does this make you more confident in the defense, or are you worried about losing that attacking spark? Go on, leave a comment and let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what people think. The solidity of Roebuck versus the flair of Feyi-Waboso.
And as we wrap up, there is one final dynamic to watch. Jamie George is starting as captain, but Maro Itoje is scheduled to take the armband mid-game when he comes off the bench. How will that leadership handover impact the team's psychology in the dying minutes of a really close game?
It's a huge ask to step in cold and lead in those closing stages. But look, if anyone can do it, it's him.
That final 20 minutes is going to be absolutely unmissable. Make sure you are subscribed to Rugby Obsession so you don't miss our review of the match. Thank you for listening to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive, and we'll look forward to you listening to our next episode.